Do you know the story of the woman who was innocent, but the whole world accused her? Everyone believed the lie, her family doubted her. Even the man who loved her most had to step back, and Allah stayed silent for days. But here's what changed everything. That silence wasn't punishment, it was elevation. If you've ever felt wronged, misunderstood, or abandoned by Allah, this is for you. We all know a verse we've heard 1,000 times, and we made you nations and tribes so that you may know one another. But most people miss the part that hurts the most and heals the most. Allah did not create us different to divide us. He created us different because each soul would be tested differently, and some tests are silent. Listen, maybe you're living this right now. Maybe you're innocent. Maybe people whispered. Maybe they chose the lie over you. Maybe Allah stayed quiet when you needed Him most, and you're wondering, Ya Allah, do you see me? Do you care? Or have you abandoned me? If that's you, keep listening, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you see Allah's silence forever. There was a woman named Aisha who was chosen to be close to the Prophet, peace be upon him, in a way only she was chosen. She was beloved, she was trusted, she was understood by him in ways no one else was. But one day, an accusation came, not a small rumor, a serious accusation that could have destroyed her. And here's the hard part. People whispered, people doubted. Even the Prophet, the man who knew her best, who loved her most, had to distance himself from her. Do you understand the depth of that loneliness? Not only did the world doubt her, the one person who knew her truth had to step back. Days passed, no defense, no miracle, no immediate answer from Allah, just silence. Imagine that you are innocent, you have done nothing wrong, and the heavens are silent. What would you do? What would you say? Most of us would scream, most of us would argue, most of us would beg people to believe us. But Aisha did something different. She turned away from the accusations, not away from people in anger, but toward Allah. And in that moment of pure aching faith, she said words that would echo through 1400 years. Allah knows, and Allah will help me regarding what you say. And then she waited in silence, with Allah alone. Allah delayed His response, not because she was weak, not because she was small in His sight, but because she was great. He was not ignoring her, He was raising her, and when He finally spoke, He did not whisper. He revealed verses that would be recited until the end of time. Her innocence was written into the Quran. Her story became a mercy for every person who would ever feel wronged. And when everyone rushed to celebrate her, she said something that still shakes the heart. I will only thank the one who sent my innocence down from the heavens. Do you see? She did not thank the people who believed her. She did not thank the Prophet for his relief. She thanked Allah, the one who was silent, the one who waited, the one who knew. That is not weakness. That is knowing Allah. This is what we forget. We say Allah is our Atak, the provider. But we panic when people disappoint us. We say Allah is Ash-Shafi, the healer. But we turn to everyone else first. We say Allah is Al-Adl, the just. But we break when justice is delayed. The problem is not that Allah is absent. The problem is that we only want Him when we are desperate. But closeness to Allah is built in days of ease so that He holds you steady in days of pain. Think about it. If you only call your friend when you need something, how close can you really be? But if you sit with them on ordinary days, talk to them about nothing and everything, thank them when things go right, then when hardship comes, they are already with you. Allah wants to be that friend, not the emergency contact, not the last resort, the constant companion. If you are grieving today, if you feel wronged, if your heart is heavy with questions, if people have abandoned you, know this and let it settle deep in your soul. Allah's silence is not His absence. His delay is not His indifference. It may be His way of teaching you to know Him, not as an idea in your head, but as a companion in your heart. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't have to prove your pain. You don't have to convince people of your innocence. Allah knows, and sometimes that is enough, more than enough. It is everything. Aisha's story is your story, not because you've been accused, though maybe you have, but because you know what it feels like to wait for Allah while the world doubts you. You know what it feels like to be misunderstood. You know what it feels like when silence is all you have left. And in that silence you discovered something. Allah was there, He was always there. You just had to stop listening to everyone else to hear Him. Before you go, I want to ask you something. In the comments below, tell me one word. What does Allah's silence mean to you now? Has it ever felt like punishment, like abandonment? Or have you discovered, like Aisha, that it was actually His presence? Share your one word, share your story, because someone watching this needs to know that they're not alone. And if this video helped you find peace again, if it reminded you that Allah sees you, that He knows your pain, that your innocence matters to Him, subscribe. Because next week I'm sharing the story of a woman who lost everything. Her wealth, her family, her home, and found Allah in the rubble, and discovered that loss was actually the greatest gain. Until then, know this. Allah sees you, and that is enough.